how we did?
Maybe it's the holiday spirit, but for once they agree, both ranking the glasses in exactly the same order.
J3, J4.
Okay, now for the real test. Let's peel the stickers off and see what we got.
All right, let's start from least bubbliest. Silver spoon was the least bubbliest. Open bottle.
Yep. And that one would be the corked.
Whoa! For some reason, we thought the control bottle was not as fizzy as the recorked bottle. I think pretty handily we struck down the silver spoon as a preservative for bubbliness.
Well, that's another Christmas myth up the chimney. So, Adam, what's our next Christmas myth?
This next myth is based on the idea that it could be so cold outside that if you went outside and had a wee, your urine would freeze before it ever hit the ground. And we've built this little freezer where it's actually like 70 below zero.
It's right off the scale.
Yeah.
Well, the coldest ever recorded in the continental United States was in Montana in 1954, and it was 69.7 degrees below zero.
Well, that means our freezer here is right on target, and I've got my fake peeing rig here. All right, Jimmy, I don't think I can hold on anymore. You ready to try?
Yeah.
Okay. Take the hemo off there. Let's see. It's not freezing. And we know from the thermometer that right about here, it's at 70 below zero. I don't know what it would take to make your urine freeze, but it's not going to happen in the United States, that's for sure.
You know, I think this is fairly straightforward. I'd agree with you.
Jimmy, are there no end to these crazy Christmas myths? I mean, what could possibly be next?
Well, we have one of those freak occurrences, and that is, what if an icicle fell off the eave of your house, and this icicle falls down and pierces you on the heart? Would it, like, stab you and kill you?
I'm a little dubious about that, but obviously I guess the first place to start would be to be making some mighty big icicles.
Funny you should mention that, because I happen to have some mighty big icicles ready to go right here.
Lovely.
The Mythbusters stairwell will be the scene of this unlikely holiday catastrophe. 15 feet of tube will guide the killer icicle, and a nice piece of beef will play victim.
You ready, Jimmy?
Ready.
On my count.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Dude. That is really gnarly. That was a perfect dead center landing.
That looks kind of deadly, doesn't it?
If you take away all the other stuff, like it's probably not going to fall correctly and all of that stuff, a reasonably sized icicle can be deadly.
It worked first time, like a charm.
Of a turkey and your fire suit at the same time.
Well, there's a popular holiday tradition in the South that involves deep frying turkeys. And apparently, if you drop the turkey in too fast, it'll explode.
Oh, explosions. Turkey Master, I hand you your bird.
According to the myth, the problems happen when the turkey is still frozen. So, as a comparison, they'll start with a thawed one.
3, 2, 1.
No exploding turkey. Now, how about a frozen one?
3, 2,